Good morning, park managers, and welcome back to the High Pine Zoo. As you can already see in the background, I have made a bridge. I kind of did it off camera because we sort of all know how these bridges all are made now, and this sort of work, just path against water, and then, it's a fake bridge. It ain't a real bridge, but it's the best we can do without any sort of mods. Anyways, we're going to be making a joint enclosure, and it's going to be our first, probably, I don't know, use the tour car, maybe, or the gyrosphere. I haven't completely decided yet, but that is going to be our first tour guide, really, in a sense. And it's going to be a mixed herbivore enclosure, and we're going to try and use a lot of the space that we have available, but not use the entirety way down. So it'll make for quite a skinny kind of enclosure. This bit, I feel like we're going to raise it ever so slightly. If I can, I don't know why I'm using the flattening tool there, but yeah, we're going to try and use a wee bit of raised ground. Because so far a lot of this down below is pretty flat and not that hilly in a sense. It just feels a little bit, I don't know why I'm using the smallest radius as well. We'll be here for quite a while if we're doing that. But yeah, I feel like we've gone very flat down here. I feel like we should raise the ground a little bit, give a reason to why the river is splitting into two little locations, and yeah, that's how we're going to do it. It's just the middle ground is ever so slightly raised and more raised in other areas. It's kind of the idea behind it. We'll do it like that around, and we can soften the blow for our the path going up. Could make quite an interesting like little path network. We'll do it about there anyways, because we don't need the whole thing yet. We're mainly focused on this enclosure. So the tip here is going to be quite pointy, I think. A bit like this. Now, I would kind of do what I've done with these enclosures, where I've used the water, and like, yeah, I'm going to use the water as like the like a natural barrier in a sense. Like it's too fast, it's too deep to kind of like safely traverse it. Is the story behind it? Do almost like this kind of like glacier kind of running down the middle of it. Obviously, there's no glacier, but you can imagine streets ran down the middle of it, and that's why it's slightly flat. Maybe do it like little bits of drops here and there just to make it look a bit different. I think we are going to use the vehicle because obviously we already have the building. We already have our theme set for this park in a sense. If you've never joined us before on High Pine Zoo, the theme of the park is it used to be like in the campaign. It was an area where they had brought the dinosaurs to study them, have a look at them. I'm kind of wondering what's that like. Is that outside of its enclosure? Oh no, it kind of looked like it was outside of its enclosure then. So yeah, the theme is it used to be like a research kind of center where any of the wild caught dinosaurs were brought here, and then they needed more money. So what they did was make it into a park, so they could use the money they get off the guests to carry on spending looking after the dinosaurs X, Y, and Z. So we'll do a big car track, probably end it. I don't know how far. I don't want to be too ropey, so we'll do about there. Because I don't want it going like up and down so many hills in a sense. I always find that it looks a bit goofy when you do it like that. So probably bring it in like that, maybe. Looks a bit weird. We'll keep it so it's like separated. Connect up like that. So that's going to be the entire enclosure that we're gonna build in. So fence we'll do as number 4, and we'll do it right up to the water. And then this is where the bison fence will come in handy. And we're going to be pretending that the river is the barrier. And I think we'll do kind of like a shopping sort of center here, and the path down there, so then they have like a bit of a view into this enclosure from the restaurants and things like that. Let's whip out that bison barrier and just connect it up. So it doesn't matter. Oh, maybe as well curve it. You don't see too much of it other than these concrete beams sticking out the water over like every stretched bit of fence. I kind of wish that these were made so that they also kept in the pteranodons and various other flying creatures, because like obviously they have the no-fly zone in the Biosim Park. It would have been kind of cool that they could have done it with this. You know what I mean? No, I don't want them too far into the water. So we'll just do it like that. They can still come down for a drink. I was like, oh, I may as well just use that fence. But no, they'll be like in the center of the water. You just know it. Like I kind of want them to like just be like just able to get to the edge and get a drink and not go walking, or it'll kind of ruin the story that the water's too deep and too dangerous for the animals to go in. If you've seen them constantly just like walking into the water, like, hey, this is just fine. This. So it's all about storytelling, you know. Right, so we'll raise the ground up in the center. Kind of want to flatten that bit out there. Flatten it out like that. Flatten it out like that. Then they've got like the wider area to chill on. Flatten it out like that. Just give it different layers. I'll do like that. There we go. Okay, I'm pretty... Yeah, okay. I'm happy with the mounds we've got. Now we got a few different herbivores going in here, so we're gonna have to have a fair few different food sources knocking around, but small enough that we can kind of hide it with the pines, because it's all kinds of wrong. As long as there's like bits of food for them to use and eat from, we're gonna be it's all okay. But we're gonna have to hide it with pine trees and things. Because some of the food sources are just, like I said, just like this. That does not fit this aesthetic. A bit there. A little bit here. Like, as much as I love this, like, natural grazing idea, I still wish they kept in the herbivore feeders and things like that. Because, yeah. It doesn't look right. Right, so we will use the brush on the top hilly bit and try and stop the plants from going into the water itself. This. It kind of like, it's like almost like a hidden valley in a sense, a hidden herbivore valley, which is kind of cool. I'll do it kind of sparse around here. Do around the plants, and then we can place our own trees to try and somewhat cover it up a little bit. Like so. I want to kind of keep like bits of it plainsy, because it is going to have herbivores in it. Kind of half tempted and half not tempted to have a sauropod in here, so like a Apatosaurus, or like something even small like a Margosaurus. But I feel like we might have a fair few already decent enough species. So we'll add a... This is where the fun begins for me. We're just gonna be placing loads of rocks down. Is that where the path is? Yeah, it is. We're gonna a bit over the path, and I didn't mean to click the path then. We'll flatten this out just a little bit. So I want the, like I said, I don't want the, there you go. Then that's sort of like a gentle slope, isn't it, really? We can always just do it like that. Like a gentle slope. I mean, to be honest, that looks a bit better like that as well, so, you know, bit of win-win. So, place a few rock. I'm going to try and not over-rock it. Like, I feel like I do have a problem with over-rocking things. And I never sort that out. I just keep going with the rocks and just never know when to stop. Because who doesn't love, you know, who doesn't love rocks? Those plants, man. Like, the Parasaurs could have eaten something a little bit less obvious. It would have been nicer. Oh, it's not even that, is it? It's tall nut. That's even worse. I'm going to have to double check this. Hang on a second. Okay, yeah, we double checked it. It's ground nut. Which is going to be way worse. Way worse. Oh, I'll just gently tap this and pray that we don't get anything big. Can I get rid of that? There we go. That's what they can eat from. They can just have this. I'm gonna have to place a few more vines. I'm gonna just starve to death constantly. Problem is, I like watching my dinosaurs eat. That's the issue I've got. Like it's enjoyable to me to be able to watch them. Like, oh, it's going for eating. So I don't like turning off the eating or the. I don't really like turning off eating and drinking and things like that because it's just like another. I don't want to cancel out that animation because I really like. I just like it. It's natural, isn't it? God, man. But then I've got this issue. There we go. Gently. No, I don't want you. I want a little tree. Man, straight away. I thought I moved it away enough then. Okay, that'll do for weirdness of trees. I mean, there's a few knocking around. They shouldn't. They shouldn't. Fingers crossed. Starve to death. Hopefully they don't, and they live and flourish in this beautiful environment. Now let's go back to doing rocks. We figured that issue out. It's ground up they wanted. A bit of tiger. Well, oh yeah, may as well do it all the way down. Make it look like it's sort of like splitting and running. A bit of a landslide. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. I didn't even realize I was starting to build over the. I didn't even realize I started building over the track. So it's kind of like they've cleared it for the track, and that's it. So they're going between this like little slight landslide. Just kind of cool. It's gonna add a fair bit. These big rocks. Kind of like how flat it is on one side. Like it's almost like it's been chiseled out of the way, just for the path of the track. Just kind of cool. Again, see what I mean? I get lost in rocks. So I should have been a geologist. Just get to mess with rocks all day. Right. Like I said, I'm going to try and not place as many rocks. I feel like it's just the habit I get stuck into. I could be here for about 20 minutes just doing this. Even longer in some cases, especially when I'm making docks. When I'm making a dock, it's rocks galore, literally. I've never actually tried making a dock any other way than the way I do it. Right, I'm going to put in random rotation. And we're just going to, on here, place loads of random rocks. And just, keep it crack-a-lacking. Keep it nice, easy, simple. Because we got what I want randomly, but it's just nice seeing like the odd rock break out of the trees. We'll do sand on our little line there. Just do like that there. Just do a rock in here. I think as well we should probably make the point rocky, like this point here, and I mean like fairly rocky. Just because it looks like it's kind of the hard rock that's allowing this to split, and it's not like all soft sediment that would get washed away so easily. So it'd take the river a very long time to get through all this kind of rock. Again, it's just that little bit of storytelling that helps build things up in your imagination, and what keeps the game very much alive for me. So yeah, this is going to be heavy with rock. And that's the reason why it's not just turned into like sediment and washed away, and part of the reason to why the river has split in our park. Like I said, just add storytelling, add a little bit of detail to your builds, and you'll get way more out of this game than just plonking stuff randomly down willy-nilly. I mean, I just did that with the rocks and the trees, but like I said, it just adds something extra amongst the trees that looks cool. Maybe I should make this sound a bit bigger. It is a bit wider. There we go. Happy days. We'll just follow it all the way around until we get all the way to the top again, where we get to our rocks. There we go. Right, so now for hiding some of this mess, we'll use the natural trees. Now I said I wasn't going to do much in the valley, but we may as well. And the good thing is the herbivores can still get to their plants and eat what they prefer. There you go. Maybe do just the odd dead tree there, that there. So it looks like it's all kind of connected. Just, you know, a little baby in there. That's that food. I mean, this food don't look too bad. This looks a bit... It's just this. The tall nut needs hiding. Ever so slightly. Or the guided towards there. Oh. Okay, where is it? It's right there. Okay. Oh, we hide it with the pom-pom bushes, the big ones. Do like that. There we go. And then we've got one last bit up here, isn't it, really? I mean, that's... Actually, yeah, there we go. Can't see it if it's hidden by trees. Do like that. Oh, can I just... That doesn't... that doesn't look out of place, does it? Nah, it looks perfectly normal in my opinion. Oh, I just realised we have this brush, this like bush, which is not actually in this tree set. I'm just gonna place the odd one over here so my randomly placed ones that are hiding certain things don't look completely out of place in this enclosure. I don't know why they don't have these in the natural set. They are pretty nice, these trees, and these bushes. I know a lot of people use them for like hiding fences and walls and things, and you can see why. It's just big, it's nice. Definitely a cool looking bush in the game. But I have no idea what this bush is meant to be at all. Like I know it's a fern, not fern. What do you call it? What do you call pine tree sort of style kind of bush? So yeah. If you actually know what the name is, let me know in the comments. Because I'd love to know. I'd love to know. But yeah, I think we should start getting our dinosaurs in. Because I don't go overboard. Like I said, I want this zoo to look close to each other. I know up here we've got like a bit of a deserty theme going on, but I still want a lot of the park to be somewhat samey. We used a lot of the sand in this area because the story behind these enclosures on this side of the bank is when the water rises, all it is these like little islands and the water's going in between here. And that's the kind of story behind this enclosure. Now, this enclosure doesn't have an off-show area. I'm still 50-50 if I want an off-show area with it. It's going to be one of those where, like, I could do an off-show area. I could do it here, but I feel like it'd be that kind of enclosure where you could just go in there because I'm only having friendly creatures in here. Friendly. I mean, they are big and could trample you, but yeah. No, they're horns, so they can do damage to you. They're carnivores. Do we have an off-show area for these dudes? Oh, we do. You know what? Go on then. We'll add an off-show area, but it won't be like massive. Essentially, what we could do is we could do an off-show area here, where you have to cross a bridge to get to it. Okay, right. I'll be back. I'll make the off-show area, and we'll be back. as you can see right now, we're currently just chilling in the tour ride, enjoying our enclosure, and it's complete. I did a few things off camera, a little few things in the speed build, just so you could have like a rough idea what I was doing without making this video way too long. Because I know a few people have been saying recently the videos have been a bit too long than usual, and a bit longer than they would actually like. So I tried making this one a little bit shorter, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and let me know in the comments if you've enjoyed it. And as well, as always, thank you for watching. Until next time, I'll see you later, and you enjoy this little montage.